At my direction, the United States Armed Forces conducted an extraordinary military operation in the capital of Venezuela. We're going to take back the oil that, frankly, we should have taken back a long time ago. Well, you know, it won't cost us anything because the money coming out of the ground is very substantial. So it's not going to cost us anything. We want safety there. We want to be surrounded by countries that aren't housing all of our enemies all over the world. That's what was happening. And you don't want to have that. But we're going to be rebuilding, and we're not spending money. The oil companies are going to go in. They're going to spend money. We're going to take back the oil that, frankly, we should have taken back a long time ago.
Estimates indicate that actually Venezuela has the most underground resources of oil-related product that could be brought into the market. The Venezuelan oil is tricky to work with. It's thick like molasses, if you will. It's extremely viscous, and it requires special handling in order to process into those high-value transportation fuels like gasoline and diesel that economies need.
We're going to have our very large United States oil companies, the biggest anywhere in the world, go in, spend billions of dollars, fix the badly broken infrastructure, the oil infrastructure, and start making money for the country. And we are ready to stage a second and much larger attack if we need to do so.
For the time being, it's very important to remember that the Trump administration is maintaining this quarantine on Venezuelan oil exports and on the whole program of sanctions against Venezuelan persons, assets, entities. And that's part of their pressure campaign to try to morph the regime into a more pro-US stance. Until that changes, we'll have naturally fewer Venezuelan barrels making their way into global markets. That affects first and foremost China, which was receiving all of the oil from Venezuela, except for the small amount from Chevron going to the US Gulf Coast refineries. So China is keeping a close eye, probably with a degree of concern, on what's happening in Venezuela, because they're seeing, even though it's a small element of their oil import supply chain under threat, you can't put this intervention toothpaste back into the tube. Now that we're doing things like quarantining oil exports and potentially toppling regimes, or at least leaders of oil exporting countries, the guys that are their customers, that are their importers of that oil, are going to be concerned.